City leaders in Oakley decided to halt new construction a few months ago. Now dozens of permits are just waiting. News specialist Debbie Worthen live tonight in Summit County. And Debbie, will they be lifting this building freeze at some point?
Well, they will, but probably not anytime soon. It's in place until November right now. They say they're not anti-growth, but with the conditions that we've seen over the last year, meaning the dry summer, followed by a dry winter, a dry spring, and now the conditions that we're in right now, they say they had to do something. And the rational thing was to cut off permits, cut off growth until they could make sure they had the infrastructure in place to take care of new residents and the ones that already live there.
It's terrible not to let people build, but also the bottom line is we have to make sure there's water for the existing people in town.
Dallas Hansen is the water operator in Oakley. Everywhere he looks in his town, he sees drought-related problems. From dry pastures to fields that once had cattle, the lack of water has dried up business for some area farmers.
It was really tough.
A few months ago, Hansen and the city council made some hard choices. One of the biggest, hitting the brakes on new construction.
We have a few dozen homes that are ready to be built today, and unfortunately, they're just on hold.
The town has giant water tanks that hold 1 million gallons of water. Water that will be used in case of a fire and to take care of the current 1,700 people that live in Oakley. But city leaders already asking people to conserve said it just wouldn't make sense to keep bringing in new homes and people to town.
At the end of the day, it just has to be right.
Come November, the moratorium could be lifted. The city will start drilling for a new well at that time. If it's successful, the well will generate more than double the water the city currently has access to. But Hansen says it will likely be a bit longer, something he's ready to defend.
You get a lot of behind-the-scenes heat about it, but the council holds strong.
And he says city leaders aren't anti-growth. They just want to make sure they grow the right way.
You can see the writing on the wall, and we want to make sure we're just a little ahead of it.
Well, that well will cost the city a couple $1 million, and they'll pay for that with bonds and through loans. They say they expect the water to start flowing from that well sometime next June or July. Deanie, back to you.
Debbie, those are tough choices, but I bet there's a lot of people who wish their towns would make those same decisions.